Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2010 Mayor's Awards. My name is Terry Schlichting, Chairperson for the Commission on Disability. Before we get started, I would like to say thank you to all those involved in setting up today's events. The Mayor's Awards were created to recognize those members of the community who have worked to enhance the lives of people with disabilities. These citizens strive to better our city, not only for those with disabilities, but the community as a whole. We are here to recognize those nominated for their tireless work. It is my privilege to introduce to you Mayor Doug Hutchison, who will be presenting today's awards.
Wow, a beautiful, beautiful autumn day in Fort Collins. Of course, every day in Fort Collins is a beautiful day, in my opinion. I'm delighted to be here. This has been a very a special privilege for these last 5 years to be able to present these awards. I'm term limited out. I will be done in April, so this is my last one, so it has a special meaning to me. And so that's been 5.5 years of doing this, and 5.5 years of being the council liaison to the Commission on Disabilities, one of the liaisons that I sought. And 5 years of working with Terry Schlichting, who's been working that long and deserves a lot of credit for that. We appreciate that, Terry. Each year, as Terry pointed out, the Commission on Disabilities takes a look around the community to find the best and the brightest, to recognize the service of businesses and citizens who dedicate themselves to enhancing the lives of others, and to celebrate the benefits of living in a place and time where people with disabilities are accepted, included, and respected. We welcome you all to this ceremony in the hopes that you each recognize this, that Fort Collins is a special place, populated by people who place a premium on caring. Today we take time to say thank you to the organizations, businesses, and individuals who champion equal opportunities for people with disabilities. Award winners will be invited to join me here so we can all express our appreciation. And all of the people honored here today through their creativity, their innovation, initiative, and above all, respect, exemplify the Fort Collins vision of a vibrant, world-class community. The first category is a special recognition, and I'm going to call up the following people. Please join me up here, and as you're coming up, I will start reading the award and the reasons for the award, and then we're going to have handshakes and present an award. So if you would, if for barrier busters, if Mike Devereaux, Tommy Klender would come forward. From the Center for Peace, Justice, and the Environment, Cheryl DeStasso. From the DDA, Mike Rosenblatt, if he's here. Rosenalt, it's misspelled here. And City Planner Steve Dush. It is in this spirit that I just talked about that we begin by recognizing a collaborative effort between barrier busters, Cheryl DeStasso of the Center for Peace, Justice, and Environment, and the Downtown Development Authority. Old Town is the centerpiece of Fort Collins. It's a place where people gather to shop, eat, to play, and to celebrate. Too often, though, full participation in downtown activities has been hindered for citizens who use wheelchairs, simply because of one single step. To overcome this obstacle, barrier busters, in conjunction with the Center for Peace, Justice, and the Environment, current City Planner Steve Dush and the DDA staff identified downtown businesses that are inaccessible by wheelchair. In nearly all cases, it was just a single step between the sidewalk and the storefront that created this barrier. It is both difficult and expensive to aesthetically design and integrate ramps into historic building facades, so an expensive, innovative, historically sensitive solution was sought. Portable folding ramps that can be stowed inside stores and temporarily placed when needed were identified as a viable means of creating accessibility where none previously existed. These lightweight ramps, which are specifically designed for wheelchairs, are less than $300 each, and very few are needed to overcome this accessibility barrier. The Downtown Development Authority has offered to purchase the portable ramps, and the barrier busters will facilitate their implementation. The result is an old town equipped to welcome all into its shops and to eateries. We want to give some thanks, and I'll present the award to Sarah here.
So I have a copy of the study, and I'll pass it around for folks that want to look at it. We did hit a pretty major snag, and that is that even though these ramps are inexpensive and portable and lightweight, and Matt Rosenalt has generously offered to purchase them, they require stabilization pins, and so there's a couple holes that need to be drilled. So, and the owners of the properties are a little hesitant to do that. So what we're doing right now is trying to determine which right-of-ways are in this, owned by the city, and then we'll start there, and hopefully we'll be able to go from there. But thank you so much. It's a huge honor to get this, and I want to show you all the work that we've done.
We now come to Employer of the Year. We would like to make sure that everyone that was nominated for each of these categories gets recognition and gets a chance to be on camera here, and that I can present a certificate recognizing that they were a nominee. So when I call your names, please come forward. We're going to do the nominees first. We'll give you those certificates. So for Employee of the Year, nominees included Anita Miller, Michelle Miller, Ella Gifford Hawkins, Terry Isle, all of the Larimer County Workforce Sessions. So if you are here, please come forward. Thank you so much. Those were some of the nominees, and the award winner was Keith Aragon, Fort Collins High School teacher and coach. So if you'd come forward, Keith. And please step over here. You hang on to that mic. Let me go through the nomination and the reason Employee of the Year here. The Commission is pleased to recognize Keith Aragon, teacher and coach at Fort Collins High School, as Employee of the Year. Keith was nominated by Roseanne and Maggie McDonald, who says this of his contribution. Many times the disabled community is not able to participate in athletics in the high school level. However, Coach Aragon has found ways to have disabled students and graduated students be part of the team. He currently has a developmentally disabled student and a disabled graduated student acting as team manager and dugout managers for the varsity girls softball team. He includes them in every practice, assigns them jobs, and gives them responsibilities that are typically reserved for other coaches and team helpers. Coach Aragon is a great role model for the players as well. This act of including these two in managing the team also helps the players to accept, to include, and to realize that a disabled person can be able. For his exemplary work as a teacher, coach, and advocate for students and with disabilities, the City of Fort Collins Commission on Disabilities recognizes Mr. Keith Aragon as the 2010 Employer of the Year. Next is the Employer of the Year. Nominees, we'd like to have you come forward if you're here, include Ann's Hallmark and Nita Crisp Crackers. And if they're not here, we just want to at least recognize them, and we'll get the certificates to them. The award winner is Albertson's Grocery Store. From the nomination, they walk the walk, not just talk the talk. This is the observation of Kathy Shelley, Deborah Spots, and Cindy Sharp of the Center for Community Partnerships at CSU, who nominated Albertson's Grocery Store to receive the Commission's Employer of the Year award. For the past 3 years, Albertsons has supported the Center for Community Partnerships, or CCP, through the employment of one of its clients. This individual has become a proud, successful employee of Albertsons, receiving a 5-star award from a secret shopper. This achievement can be credited both to the employee's efforts and Albertsons' commitment to mentoring and teaching life skills to this employee. The CCP reports Albertsons employs many people in our community who are experiencing challenges. They truly are an employer that does not discriminate, but instead offers assistance, support, and empathy to community members who are facing difficult times. In addition to Albertsons' employment, support, and understanding towards this CCP client, the store has also organized fundraisers for a family whose son is deployed to Iraq, for homeless people, and for others in the Fort Collins community who find themselves in need. Because, as the CCP states, Albertsons cares about people with disabilities. In fact, they care about all people. The Commission is pleased to present them with this award for Employer of the Year.
I wasn't sure that anybody would let me speak, and it's kind of a surprise. How much time do we have? I don't know. Long story short, first grade I was diagnosed as being autistic. Obviously I've come a long ways in business, and proud of my accomplishments. The diagnosis was a little bit premature, but I've always learned to give everybody a chance if I can. And part of my management team back there has always held me to that. And she, when people are ready to give up on somebody, she always makes sure that I'm reminded that we never give up on anybody. So thank you.
Thank you again. Next is Service Provider of the Year, and we would like to have Nancy Jackson of Disabled Resource Services as a nominee come forward. If Nancy is here, there's Nancy. I want to recognize that you were a nominee. Thank you so much. Service Provider of the Year award winner is Renee Lee and the ARO team. The City of Fort Collins Adaptive Recreation Opportunities, or ARO staff, led by Renee Lee, does an exceptional job of providing community members with disabilities a myriad of opportunities to participate in the recreation programs and activities of their choice. For this reason, the Commission is pleased to name Ms. Lee and the ARO team as our 2010 Service Provider of the Year. Nominator Mike McDonald says that what is impressive is that they don't just provide recreational activities. Staff members are personally involved in the programs and personally involved with the participants. They go above and beyond to ensure the success of special events, wheelchair sports, outdoor programs, alternative programs, adaptive swim, and many other of the activities that are offered. A quick look at the quarterly Recreator reveals the breadth of programs that are available to Fort Collins citizens challenged by disability, as well as the care that is taken to ensure that appropriate accommodations are made and necessary support is enthusiastically provided. Through their commitment and through their passions, the ARO team of Renee Lee, Jenna Van Fossum, Allison Cope, and Brenda McDowell make this community a better place to live, not just for individuals with disabilities, but for all. They are truly world class. Thank you. And you have the mic.
Well, thank you. I just want to say that we are so honored to receive this recognition, and I feel really fortunate to be able to work with such competent, talented, and passionate individuals. Jenna and Allison, and Shannon is our intern this semester, and they really truly put 100% of their energy into providing the highest quality recreation programs and services for people in our community. And also want to acknowledge that we really couldn't do all of it by ourselves either. We partner with everyone in the community, especially Center for Community Partnership and CSU, utilizing lots and lots of volunteers, CSU students, Special Olympics, MS Society, and I feel like we're really lucky to be part of the community and be able to collaborate with everyone to provide the best services we can for our community members with disabilities. So thank you so much.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
We now come to Volunteer of the Year. The award winner of Volunteer of the Year is Jimmy Kuchar. It's a special pleasure to award Mr. Jimmy Kuchar the Commission's 2010 Volunteer of the Year Award, chiefly because he was nominated by his wife, Patsy, and his stepdaughter, Kayla. For the past decade, Jimmy has served as a Special Olympics volunteer coach in support of Kayla. His determination to honor her has evolved, and today he is Coach Jim to a multitude of Special Olympians who recognize his caring and his compassion. Of her husband, Patsy says, Jimmy is so great with all the kids. He has patience with all the different types of disabilities that are encountered in being a coach. All the kids just gravitate towards Jimmy, and call him Coach Jim pretty much any place where they see him. Jimmy has accepted his stepdaughter and her disabilities since day one. He loves her as his own, and he is wonderful with her and all her friends with and without disabilities. Mr. Kuchar manages this while at the same time working a full-time job and serving in the Navy Reserves. Patsy and Kayla think that Mr. Kuchar deserves this award for being such a great human being. We agree. We're pleased to present him with this award for the 2010 Volunteer of the Year.
Well, I just got to say one thing. Just thank you. It wasn't for my daughter, Michael, who's one of my guests. He's special to in my heart. Kayla especially is special. And I got several other special athletes I can talk about, but they're not here. I wish I could have them. We have more room for everybody here, but unfortunately they're not here, but I just want to thank them. Thank you.
We now come to Spirit of Fort Collins. The nominees, please come forward. If you're here, the Action Club of Northern Colorado, Athletes in Tandem, Pearl Vision Center, and Marty Roybal of Benz Diesel. Let me give this to Myra first. Congratulate you. Being a nominee. Let me give this to you.
Okay.
Give you a handshake. You're being a nominee. Spirit of Fort Collins award winner is SLICE, the Student Leadership, Involvement, and Community Engagement at Colorado State University. The habit of volunteering, of becoming engaged in the community, is best begun when young. Lessons learned while getting dirty, building relationships, and giving back stay with a person. They build character, and they shape priorities. It is for this reason Colorado State University's Student Leadership, Involvement, and Community Engagement program has been selected to receive the Commission's Spirit of Fort Collins Award. SLICE is multifaceted. Programs like the Special Needs Swim and TGIF directly impact the disability community, but students also organize Cans Around the Oval, address issues of social justice, diversity and unity, and develop personal leadership skills. SLICE is designed not only to support the local community, but also to equip students with skills and passion necessary to continue in the habit of service for a lifetime. Some words from the nomination. I first heard of SLICE in 2008 when my daughter's service coordinator sent me an email about a special needs swim, but it was just one of these bits of information that you file away for down the road. It was only later that I learned of the vibrant, exciting projects that grow out of SLICE and how impactful they are here in Fort Collins and wherever life takes the students who participate. These are the thoughts of Hetty Huber, who nominated SLICE. As a mother of a little girl with Down syndrome, she appreciates living in a community that embraces differences and is excited to know that SLICE prepares tomorrow's community leaders to do the same, no matter where their goals eventually lead them. Fort Collins is about acceptance, involvement, and participation in life. SLICE undergirds that with their programs and with their vision. Congratulations.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you on behalf of SLICE at CSU. It's a wonderful program, and I'm very honored to be coordinating TGIF, which is Kelsey's baby. But It's a wonderful program, so thank you so much.
We now come to the Dorothy Lasley Memorial Award. The award winner is Kelsey Paul, the organizer of TGIF. Finding a better recipient than Ms. Kelsey Paul for the 2010 Dorothy Lasley Award would be difficult. She embodies the ideals of overcoming obstacles, of embracing gratitude for life, and of discovering ways to contribute to her community. Her list of accomplishments is long, her future is promising, and today we recognize Kelsey for her outstanding contributions as an advocate for people challenged by disability. Kelsey recently graduated from Colorado State University with a degree in Human Development and Family Studies and is now pursuing a master's degree in nonprofit management. School keeps her busy, but not too busy to organize CSU's program TGIF, which provides social opportunities for teenagers with developmental disabilities. She has also worked with Slice's Special Needs Swim and has served as at respite care here in Fort Collins. Throughout this, she has met the challenges posed by her own disability. As a double amputee who uses 2 prosthetic legs, Kelly is no stranger to adversity. She has more than a half-full worldview. Because I have lived with my own struggles, I've always wanted to give back to people and show them they can overcome and they can do whatever they desire. By doing TGIF and working with this population, I have been able to help them get into the community and do the things they deserve to be doing. My own disability has led me to my passion. I definitely never let anything stop me. Kelsey's words. Kelsey's life plan has taken her to Denver, where she hopes one day to found an agency modeled after respite care. Her impact on Fort Collins will endure as young people with developmental disabilities find friendship and purpose through TGIF. Kelly, for your exemplary efforts, the Commission on Disabilities is proud to present you with the 2010 Dorothy Lasley Memorial Award.
I just want to say thank you. It's a huge honor, especially for TGIF, because it's in its 4th year now, and awards like this just helps it to grow more, and it's getting the word out, which was our ultimate goal from the beginning. So thank you very much.
That concludes the formal part of what we're doing here today. Thank you all for being here. Very worthwhile, very appropriate, and how wonderful to give this recognition of these very special people in Fort Collins. And thank you for letting me be a part of it.